Ladies and gentlemen, Big Terry News.
Hey, kia ora koutou te whānau. Welcome back to Bright Hairy News, the Friday edition of Big Hairy News for the last time of 2025. Hi, Magenta.
Hi. Oh, sad face.
There's a little bit.
Yeah.
Been a while. Been a long time.
Been a long
2025, that
year.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Long year. How was your week?
Oh, apparently with the vertical hearing news. Oh, I see. We do have a...
There's two live streams. I don't know why it creates two, but essentially you can set up a vertical one and a regular one. So some of you might be watching the vertical one, some of you might be watching the regular.
I recommend
horizontal
not
one.
watching the vertical one.
Yeah, I can actually change this. So I was going to do it, but oh, maybe I can't. Edit layout. So I can edit the main layout, I think, but I can't edit the vertical layout. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Well, maybe I can. Oh yeah, whoa. Yeah, so the vertical layout is like fixed apparently, according to this, and yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. Try it out.
Exciting us for the last episode with some new shit.
Yeah, because why not? But if you would rather watch us on the regular way around, I'm pretty sure there's two on YouTube. It's the only one that you can have both options. So I don't know. Go have a play. Enjoy all these new things.
Have fun.
All right. Well, we have an exciting show. We got lots going on today. We've got some awards, I think.
Yes, we do.
We're going to talk about two different awards. We're going to talk about Big Hairy News awards. And did you catch the Game Awards today, Magenta?
Oh, no, but I did see some chatter in the Discord. I didn't pay too big a notice since I was busy making up memes and all the what's-its. So that's going to be a bit of new news for me.
Cool. Well, I'll if anyone wants not to have any spoilers, I'll do my best to not spoil which awards go to who. But there's a bit of chatter going on this week with a few things relating to games. I saw a really interesting video someone did talking about sort of indie games and how the major developers are kind of getting beat out by indie developers, but also the audience in which they're targeting is changing. So it'll be interesting to have a look at that, as well as the Game Awards, which was very exciting. And the news that is it Micron? One of the RAM providers is no longer providing to consumers.
Fuck AI.
Yes. And then the last little thing, which is probably the most political thing we're going to talk about tonight, is the final episodes of South Park aired. And there's some really good commentary that the boys from Pod Save America have done about the season and how to I really like this the commentary they have about the interweaving of the arts and the comedy of using comedy to what do you call it? To commentate about politics and what's going on. Attack, that's not quite the word I'm looking for. So we'll have a look at that as well, because I think that's really interesting, and how the South Park team have very cleverly and somehow made their season more absurd than what is actually happening in real life, while also reflecting what is happening in real life in American politics, which I think is worth worth a little look at. So, yes, all of those fun things tonight we'll be doing. The first thing we should probably start with is before we go into is do our regular housekeeping.
Yes.
Our regular housekeeping. Yes, our regular housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Which is the big Ahiri news, bhn.nz, where you can find all of the things you need to find for all of the exciting things that we do. So you got your latest videos. Yes, there's 2 of us there. I assume one of them's a vertical, one of them's a regular. Latest episodes at the top there. We've got all of our different podcasts with mention of The Collective, which is coming to you on Sunday, the last episode of the year as well. As well as award-winning podcasts, Locked Out, Frontline, Big Hero News, shorts, episodes from each of our other podcasts as well, clips, all the things that you might want. And then also, didn't know there was one of those. You can find information about each of us through all of these wonderful things. The best thing, in my opinion, is this great little link that takes you to the Discord. So if anyone's looking for it, that's where you find it. Nice and easy. Click on it. Takes you to the link, helps you join the Discord if you're not if you're looking for that link. And then also our patrons, who are very important. Look, bright pink screen for you, who make the show possible. You guys have been amazing. All of the support we've had from patrons throughout the year and many years since. Prior,
Yes.
God, my brain.
Very much so. I appreciate all the patrons. Also, I think, if I remember correctly, there's still a deal sale going on that may have been left on, that will likely be left on until the end of Sunday, I believe. So
you're talking about the shop, I believe. So we have the shop as well. You can get merchandise or all these amazing things. I think Magenta may have hinted that perhaps there might be a 2-for deal, which is possibly still active, but cannot say. You'll just have to go buy something.
Right.
All of your favorites are there: t-shirts, hoodies. We've also got stickers and enamel pins, and the mugs are just about to arrive, I believe. So we've got some cool mugs coming. If anyone would like to get a mug, hopefully before Christmas, but no guarantees.
Yeah, no guarantees before Christmas. But man, I'm excited that they'll be finally in. Everyone's been wanting mugs for so long. So long.
It's a great piece of merch.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't want a bright orange Chewy Foo face or a bright blue Nikki No Boats?
Yes, or a tax wealth less tax. Oh, fuck, I always fuck that one up.
Tax work less, tax wealth
work
more.
less, yeah.
I would love to have one of those and serve a coffee to someone in my life who may or may not appreciate that.
Yes.
Here you go, person in my family who doesn't agree with this. Oh, what does this say?
Right.
Interesting.
How does that taste?
Mug.
Right?
No, they would laugh and disagree. It's
boo.
Yes, right. That's our housekeeping done for the evening. Would you like to start with the awards, Genta?
Oh yeah, we could start with them. Why not?
Start with the awards, or we start with the memes. What would you like to do?
I've only I've had a bit of a glitch with and by glitch I mean the meme PDF was so thick that I cannot upload it. So I'm trying to cut it in half real stealthily, and I've just managed to do the first half.
That's all right. I feel like that could have been a your mama's so thick joke.
Oh, my mama wished she was that thick.
Too good.
Why not? Let's do a few memes, and then we can go into the awards if you like. I don't mind.
Go on. Let's do it.
Well, as some of you will remember, we had the BHN Awards, or I was recommended the name the Hearies. So I've gone for a middle ground and call it the Heary Awards. So we might as well start at the beginning. So we've got for Best Law Change of 2025, the Crimes Theft by Employer Amendment Bill. This was a private member's bill by Labour List MP Ibrahim Omar, which I really like this bill. Very good bill. Then obviously for the worst, we had the Regulatory Standards Bill put forward by David Seymour of the ACT Party. For the fan favorite MP of 2025, that went to Chloe, and I can't see. I feel like there's a bit of competition there early, but she took over very easily. And our least favorite MP, unsurprisingly, everybody's least favorite, David Seymour, for being the worst example of a human. We got Hobson's Pledge, getting the worst organization or business of 2025. Thought I'd make sure we put a little nod to old Donnie B and Casey Costello for being a racist organization and operating under the Atlas Network. Then we had our least favorite network or platform of 2025, and this was given to the platform, Sean Plunkett's own. So he gets that for rage baiting and astroturfing. Congratulations, Sean. You won something. Most toxic Atlas porn of 2025. I swear to God. Oh, that's gone in and put the wrong one. There we go. Just ignore that one. But David Seymour. And I feel like David won some of these a bit too easily because he's just that fucking hateable. For fan favorite Kiwi of the year, we had Tanya Waikato. For all of her amazing mahi on the TPB, the RSB, and Te Rārangi Rangatira. And then we've got worst Kiwi of 2025. Surprisingly, not David Seymour this time, but Christopher Luxon for allowing all of the horrible things the government has done. Congratulations, Chris. Best from the biscuit tin, passed or not passed. We had the members of parliament duty to uphold Te Tiriti or Waitangi legislation bill, which was submitted by Hana Rafiti Maipi Clark.
Hell
Awesome
yeah.
bill. Then for the worst from the biscuit tin, we have legislation definitions of woman and man amendment bill submitted by Jenny Marcroft from New Zealand First.
Surprise,
Boo.
surprise.
Stinky. We have Artist of the Year goes to Emily from Bright Hearing News for all of her artwork. Yes, of course.
Yay.
Yes,
Aw, thanks, guys.
you. Right? I mean, you have made so much art over, and I mean, man, the amount of merch things and stickers we got going, we're gonna have to keep you going, making more of this to come, I reckon.
Well, I think it was quite. It was more poignant, I guess, when I looked at all the stickers and I went, "Oh, I drew that. Oh, I drew that one too. Oh, I did actually draw quite a bit this year." It's probably the most like illustration work I've done in like I don't know, good 5 odd years maybe.
Yeah, now
cool.
people are wearing it on T-shirts and
I know.
sticking it on stuff. It was kind. Although I do like the little us. We're such a cute sticker. How cute
we
are
are
we?
a cute wee sticker,
Right?
And I love the new paper that Pat's been using.
Yes. Oh, the
So much more
stickers
vibrant,
are so good,
and they
and
feel nice.
very, very pleasing. But yes, congrats, Emily. And then people voted for me for the meme, even though I didn't make as many of the memes. But I feel like that's also because people don't pay attention as intently to who makes them as me. But that's just, you know what? I'll take it. I'm not going to
Well
say
deserved.
no. Then we had fan favorite kaupapa, which was Toitu Te Tiriti me hikoi mō Te Tiriti. So obviously a very good kaupapa, and I am glad that we all participated in it. Fans' least favourite kaupapa of the year was the Hobson Pledge's anti-Māori ward campaign.
Ugh. Yeah.
For this campaign and putting Alan Tamati's face on billboards, ooh, stinky, yet again. Then, so when it came to fan favorite Substack creator, we actually had a tie. So we had Emily Writes Weekly and Bernard Hickey the Kaka. So yeah, congratulations. Oh, whoa, what just happened there? That was weird. Okay, calm down. StreamYard being weird. Fan favorite viral political moment of 2025 was Jerry's second time going viral for the no, not that. He for getting mad at a haka in the house yet again. Calm down, Jerry. And then for fan favorite social media content creator, Paul the other one, another
Yay.
award-winning podcaster.
Nice.
Obviously for his educational content, with special mention to all of his videos over the local body elections 2025, because he really went hard. Then for fan favorite BHN host moment, we have Chewy of no surprises there. Chewy from Big Hairy News for fucking bowls though and gargle my piss, which Chewy does not remember saying. So that tickled me. That tickled me because that memory lives rent free in my head.
It's good.
And then we had favorite BHN guest of the year, which went to Chris Abercrombie from the PPCA president. Yes. Love Chris. It was a very, I mean, to be fair, there was some pretty tight seconds and thirds there. And then we have here the BHN Mahi Dog, which goes to Craig Rennie, economist for the CTU, award-winning podcaster, and Wellington Bay's candidate, Labour. And I think just generally for all of his work putting info about New Zealand, the New Zealand economy into perspective and calling out the fallacies from this government, especially Nicola. So, and then finally, I thought I'd chuck this one in from me, is that the MVPs goes to every single person who's listening and who comes and who watches and who shares and just interacts. And even if you don't interact and you just come and listen, I think you guys are the MVPs. So I had to give that last award out. And then I just thought we'd just take a quick second to look over the names on the screen and kind of think of those that we've lost over this past year as well, because there's been some really big names kind of passing over this year. And I think it's been such a big, long year that it's kind of, I guess, almost good to put into perspective. All of this has happened in the last year. It's been
I did not need to be reminded that Nigel Latta died. That was so sad.
Yeah, it was.
Legend.
Yeah, so many, obviously, Tari, Takutai, everyone just, big year. But that is the BHN Awards.
Well done.
Everybody wins.
Big claps to everyone.
And I'm excited to do that again next year. Yeah.
Yes. Let's hope for, yes, that'll be quite an interesting election year awards for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to have some very viral clips, I feel, that, yes, from debates and God knows what else. It's going to be fun. Yes,
very, very fun.
I love that you guys have stats on our delays and
I'm actually loving this. It's great.
Okay, guys. Okay. Rightio. I'll get through the super chats and then we will. What would you like to do next, Magenta? Do you want to go through the South Park stuff or do you want to go through some memes?
How about we go through a couple of memes and then into the South Park? Because there's quite a few memes. We can kind of dish them out in between everything, I reckon.
All right, let's go through some super chats in the meantime. Josh of All Trades says, Tall Hairy News, I love that.
I wish.
Kaimatara says Democrats, not us. Democrats' loss shows that Labour need to learn that an election is like a road. Choose the left footpath or the right, but don't stand in the middle because standing in the middle gets you run over. Far out, you guys are great analogies and puns. Insane. Right? Did Clear Obscure episode 33 win any Heary Awards?
No.
No, probably not.
I think most of the BHNers don't know what the fuck that means, myself included.
I do.
I'm sure
you do.
I'm sure you do.
I don't know why is it episode 33? E33? I don't know. And
that's your
says, I voted for Eames. I didn't want to vote for myself. Well, you could have. I would have voted for you.
Wait, you didn't vote in my awards? Guys.
Look, I've had a busy week, okay? Okay? Forgive me.
This is not very good voter turnout, Whānau.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I'm so
as
sorry.
Long as you vote next year, I'll allow it.
Look, it's been a week. Leave me alone.
It's been a year. It's been a week.
My admin list just keeps growing. Oh my god, Luna, what are you eating?
Also, it's Expedition 33.
Oh, Expedition. That's what I thought. I was like, there's another word in there. Why did you put an E? I was thinking it didn't sound right. Anyways, I should know that. Right. Well, memes, and then we'll crack on.
So we've got there's a few that I've selected from last week, but we've got some throwbacks later. And I thought I'd start with the wordy one first. If criticizing Hipkins in front of a handful of people on Blue Sky is apparently going to lose us the election because it could turn away voters, then what is Hipkins doing other than losing the election when he does the same thing to TPM and Greens, except in front of millions of people? Fair point. Also, I can't get over this picture of Pat. Every time I see it, it just gets me. Yes. You're fucking dickow. I don't know if you watched last night and heard Pat's little like ditty at the end right before the credit. He rolled the credits. I've gone and clipped it, so don't worry if you haven't seen it. You'll see it. Oh yes.
I didn't.
This is in reference to you guys. Last Thursday's episode. So if you didn't watch last Thursday's episode, I was in Chewy's house, and his way of telling me to come talk on the show was screaming his fucking lungs out at me. And so that inspired Raijin to make this based off another meme, but you know, we're a few layers deep in the memery here. US could ask foreign tourists for 5 years social media history before entry. FetLife users. That would be funny. When they say National is back, this is a terrifying picture and I hate it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a little grim in it. We had some fun with the Fast Track and the Furious, or just Fast Track. There are only two genders, bourgeois and proletarian.
Bourgeoisie. Well, actually, no, it's bourgeois, isn't it? It's missing the Z.
Yeah, the Z.
The bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie.
Millennials coming to fix the computer all the time. And corporate needs you to find a difference between this picture and this picture. Chris Warner, he does look like Chris Warner. And then we had a couple of fun comments. We got, but Star Wars Episode 2 proved Māori are clones. We all think the same. We also had Tanya's earrings keep sparkling like her vision for safe governance and leadership. And then I just thought I'd post this cute little recommendation from Facebook that someone did about BHN. And I just thought
I love that these are debunking conspiracies Aotearoa 2.0.
Yeah,
is there a 1.0?
See, I hadn't thought about the 2.0 until you pointed that out. But yeah, I thought that was very adorable and very sweet. And then I think, this is where we start in a year in memes. So let's go through a couple. Remember how we started the year, guys? This is where we started. Not a great start. Again, not a great start.
Jesus Christ, what? That's a jump scare. We don't need that.
I mean, that was the beginning of our year, unfortunately. Obviously, Atlas, Heritage Foundation, ACT Party. It's all been connected, and it's only been getting more connected, to be honest.
I can't wait to explain it to my family when they're just like, what's going on? Who's this? What's this? Like, what is going on? And I'm like, well, actually, the connection is blah, 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 blah. And they'll just go, you're crazy. And I'll go,
Yeah.
Give it a couple of years, couple of months. Who knows? You'll be coming back to ask the question.
Let it cook. Let it cook.
Let it cook. Just let it sit for a bit.
I also kind of miss when we were like the Shane Retties of everything was kind of the worst that was going on. Crazy. Oh yes, and obviously our fucking having to live through this guy's annoying Facebooking posting. And tariffs. Tariffs. I do not. This was so good. These kids. I wonder if these kids probably only think worse of these guys by now. And Marama.
What was he doing? Wasn't he? Hang on. Wasn't he? It's Pete Hegseth. He was having like a rant about something, right? And the kids were just like, "What the fuck? What is going on? Why are you yelling?"
I can't remember exactly what he was ranting about now. Honestly, it's been so long. This is like the beginning of the year.
Looks like a kid's birthday party with like the weird. It literally looks like the 1950s. You know what I mean?
I mean, it does if you kind of take out some of that things, but yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where they'd like to take them back to.
Yeah.
And obviously. Do you remember when he tried to do the math on Q&A? That still sits in my fucking brain rent free.
The fact that he said, I can do mental arithmetic too, and then fucked it up is like...
so mansplaining of him.
choose when you're being snarky and the words that you use when you're being snarky, because it can very quickly fire back on you. And that's just hilarious. I can do mental arithmetic too. It actually fucks it up.
Yeah, look at this stupid fucker. And then why not? Let's and then let's go for this one. So many choppy good jokes. Oh yeah, remember when we used to talk about Andrew Bailey? Remember those days?
And then he secretly whittled his way back in.
Yeah. Ugh. I love how the lunch things just continued to get worse and worse and worse until now it's finally gone away.
Hell yeah.
All right, and we'll end on big horny news.
Hell yeah.
I love how creative everyone is.
Too good. Well, let's get into the first wee story today. I feel like we're going to keep it up here. We're just going to keep it high and happy and exciting and funny as much as we possibly can to finish off the year. So we've covered it a few times mostly on the Friday shows because lucky for us, even though the boys are probably more into their South Park and of the South Park days, and Magenta as well. Myself, less so, but unlucky for the boys, the episodes come out and just in time for us to have a chat and debrief on them. So we've talked about the latest 2 seasons of South Park. Apparently it was season 27 and 28. And it was actually, they were all this year and they basically ran on. With Paramount gave them 5 episodes and then another 5 episodes after that to make the 10. But technically it was season 27 and 28. So there's a lot that happened. So I think we talked about the first episode, and then I brought up, yes, obviously small dick thing, and I think the boys ended up talking about it as well. The introduction of one of the major storylines of the seasons, which is Trump's tiny dick. And then we also talked about the 6-7 episode because it featured, unfortunately, someone who is directly tied to our New Zealand and sadly our democracy, Peter Thiel. So those are the times that we had a chat about the old South Park. So let's circle back, and there's some really good commentary that. So most of the way that I've seen it, because it's I haven't been able to watch all the episodes, and they're full, is the Pod Save America dudes who are of the South Park generation, which is great when they're like, oh, didn't it came out when we first started high school? Holy shit. They do some great little breakdowns and show the best parts of it. So, but they had some really awesome commentary at the very end talking about how comedy is able to commentate on politics and get away with a lot of things that perhaps they wouldn't otherwise. But let's do I'll do my best to go through some of the key story, because there's a full-on story. I don't know if this is typical of South Park. I feel like they have like bits of story, but it's very like each episode's quite different as opposed to like a really season-long run-on.
No, they do tend to have I would argue there's been quite a bit of interweaving throughout a lot of the seasons and stuff like that. Just it kind of depends, I think, on what's been happening and what's been going on as well. I mean, the whole move to Tegrity Farms was like a whole big long thing.
Yeah. So I actually could not find someone who just did like a breakdown of like the general gist of the season. So I've had to go all the way to Wikipedia, and I'm just going to pull out the things that are kind of the big parts of the season. So, Jesus, is a lot. Is this 27? Oh my God, this is 27. Okay. Jesus comes down. Because this town of South Park are fighting against the Trump administration for... Oh my God, there's so much in here. I'm just going to read the paragraph. I'm not going to get through it. All right. Here at Cartman's favorite NPR show is counseled by US President Donald Trump. Cartman fears that Woke is dead and attempts to kill himself and classmate Butters via carbon monoxide poisoning. Meanwhile, due to Trump's nationwide mandates to push Christianity, PC Principal starts calling himself Power Christian Principal and invites Jesus to a school assembly to protest of Randy Marsh and other parents as a result of these protests. Trump sues the town of South Park, resulting in the town required to pay $3.5 million and produce pro-Trump messaging. So again, this is kind of in the midst of the merger that was happening. So they weaved that in very well. And the Jesus storyline continues throughout and circles back at the end of the season. So there's a storyline in which Cartman basically turns into the Charlie Kirk of the season. He sets up his own podcast. He wins the Charlie Kirk Award for Young Master Debaters. In which he gets a free vacation to Mar-a-Lago. Yep. There's a bunch of ice stuff that happens. Randy consults ChatGPT when rebranding to Gritty as Gritty Farms.
Yeah, Gritty.
So that's all weaved into there as well. This doesn't even cover the whole Satan thing as well. Woke is dead. South Park Elementary have begun regularly fighting over little boo-boo toys. Managed to weave that in there, which is fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Here's an Asian pop-up store, formerly City Walk, to do so, to get Labubus, and is asked to pay increasingly high prices for the toys due to tariffs, causing price increases. They managed to weave that in there. Jesus is investigating the Labubu toys and learns that they are being used for demonic rituals, but manages to find requested Labubu and goes to Red's birthday party where she summons Donald Trump and Satan. Jesus arrives at the party and confronts Satan, causing Satan to confess that Trump has impregnated him, making him unable to leave the relationship. The South Park elementary kids have become hooked on Prediction Market app, where they can win money by making bets. This is kind of reflective of, I can't remember which app it is, but basically there's like a betting app in which you bet on everything and anything. And it can be like easily rigged and
so much shit nowadays.
It's beyond sports betting. It's like life betting, which is crazy. Trump attempts to get rid of his and Saban's baby via various means. However, Brendan Carr ends up falling for all of Trump's attempted hits, gravely injuring him until he ends up in hospital. At the same time, Sheila travels to Israel, managed to scold Benjamin Netanyahu for giving Jews a negative reputation due to Israel's mass killing of Palestine. Managed to weave that one in there. Also insane. So not even mentioned in there is the presidency plot. Essentially, the season starts with Trump and Satan in bed together. This is where they introduce the tiny dick thing. Satan's very Trump's very, oh no, Satan, I love you. And Satan's like, you don't love me kind of thing. And that is kind of the underpinning of the season as well. Then we get into season 28. So there's a small break and onto the next 5 episodes, which is always fun. This is the episode that we covered with the kids being obsessed with the 6-7 meme. Peter Thiel knows something about the Antichrist. He comes to the school and teaches them about the Antichrist, essentially. And he also mentions how the whole tiny penis, the butt pregnancy stuff as well, manages to get that in there.
Butt babies.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump and JD Vance attempt to abort Satan's baby without his knowledge. JD Vance enlists Peter Thiel's help in doing so because Peter Thiel knows about the Antichrist. While Thiel continues his investigation, PC Principal tries to show Jesus how Christianity in the 2020s, or how Christianity is in the 2020s, which Jesus opposes and calls a warped version of the religion. However, Jesus gives in and being punched by PC Principal. At the same time, Thiel attempts to perform an exorcism on Cartman, but fails. Regardless, Thiel says he must bring Cartman to Washington, D.C. to stop the Antichrist from being born. Insane. They managed to bring in the crypto coin as well. The pumping and dumping scream of Donald Trump Jr.'s in there as well. My goodness. They managed to weave in Sora 2. Butters and Red fight with each other by using Sora 2 to create revenge porn videos of themselves performing sexual acts with cartoon characters. That's crazy because they are cartoon characters, so that's fun. The South Park Police Department is called to investigate. Unable to distinguish the difference between the video quality and reality, they believe that the cartoon characters are sexual predators. 3 lawyers representing Studio Ghibli sue Butters and Kenny for their videos, but end up being arrested by South Park's police department. Meanwhile, JD Vance manages to convince Donald Trump that he is doing what is best for him by conspiring to abort his and Satan's baby still, and the two begin an affair. That weird scene, I don't know if it's, it must be this episode, that weird scene where JD Vance and Trump do the thing. Very funny if you haven't gone and see that. That's episode 3 of season 28. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I can't believe they did that. But go watch it. Peter Thiel continues to hold Eric Cartman hostage and generates videos of him to send to his mother. Eventually, the police figure it out that it's artificial intelligence. Turkey Trot managed to get all the way to the Thanksgiving episode. In line with that. Oh yeah, Pig. That's right. Pete Hegseth manages to find himself in jail. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm just reading through it now, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember. There's a scene where there's a marathon running through South Park City, and they think that they're a group of Antifa, and so they gas them because they're running towards them. And so they gas them, and they think that they're protesters, but they're not. Freaking great. And then this final episode, which is, do you know about the woodland critters?
No.
They're like demonic.
Oh right, yeah, no. So the little
woodland critters.
Yeah.
They came out. I think they're from a few years ago. I think.
Yeah.
They just made their return. So a depressed Stan Marsh wishes for a Christmas miracle to change his life for the better, inadvertently summoning the woodland critters. At the same time, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance arrived at South Park to free Peter Thiel and Pig Hegseth from jail, using Jesus to assist in their escape. Satan finally finds out that Trump wants to abort their unborn child from a character called Cowley, yeah. Cowley. I think another one that's come back from the many past.
Cowley is the OG.
He goes to South Park to confront him, and it's a very funny scene if you haven't seen that one either. And Satan starts to go into labor. Trump and company arrive at the hospital. And this, yeah, that's right. This gets really interesting. Trump and company arrive at the hospital standing off against Stan, Towelie, and the woodland critters, only for Jesus to defect to Satan's side after he calls him out for losing faith in himself. While the standoff occurs, a doctor informs everyone that the unborn baby has... Look it up. It's pretty crazy. Essentially, the baby did not make it. And there's this crazy scene right at the end where Trump's at the White House as if nothing's happened. And he's just like, everyone's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for your loss. And he's just like, nah. He's very happy about the whole thing. It's just very messed up. There's a great wee scene as well in the last episode, which I love. Jesus comes down essentially to protect Trump. And he comes down like this rocker, and he's like, hey man, against Satan. He's like, I'm gonna save you all. And it's a great commentary on how people have warped the Christianity and who Jesus was and what he stood for. And there's a few comments about Trump using Christianity to pull people over to his side. And he doesn't actually give a shit about Christians or the original intent of Christianity, or, you know, the many forgetting who Jesus was and all of the things that he actually stood for. And yeah, it was great. So that's how that's kind of how the season ended. In the end, Satan and Trump did not have a butt baby, and things were weird. That was my best reading of the Wikipedia page. Generally speaking, they managed to touch on, they got Antifa in there, got Peter Thiel in there, they got the 6-7 meme, they had Chrissy Nome was in there, Pam Bondi made it in there, J.D. Vance was the main character, obviously Trump being the main character as well. They got Jesus in there, they had Satan in there.
I mean, if you've got Satan, you got to have Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have both. You had, what else was in there? They managed to touch on ChatGPT or the likes of revenge porn and fake Sora 2 videos. They got that in there. They managed to get tariffs in there as well. Like they managed to get they got Palestine in there as well, so they managed to get a lot of what's going on and weave the story. It's very, very impressive. Any thoughts before I show some thoughts from the Pod Save America guys?
No, I reckon go on.
I don't know if that was a very helpful summary, but it gives you some of the weird shit that happened. The thing that perhaps we didn't, understandably, did not really get dove into was the, or at least not what I've seen, but the Charlie Kirk assassination obviously changed, I think, Cartman's storyline a little bit, and some of the things that were going to happen there. I think that's why they had that episode that didn't end up coming out at the end of one of the weeks. I think that week, essentially, because whatever they had planned could not go ahead. So, understandably, that they did not continue down that line. Or at least it may have just gone into a bit of a subplot that was not as obvious, but interesting nonetheless. So John Lovett has some really interesting thoughts about how the South Park team have managed to weave in all of the stuff that's happening while also making something crazier than what's actually happening, but also reflecting what's happening in the real stuff that is happening. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
There's some crazy shit happening in real life. They've somehow made it crazier. And still be like, yeah, no, that tracks. That's what these guys are doing.
They're giving satirists a fucking hard job to do.
All right, let's go.
What we've just been doing here.
No,
but it is.
Why is that? Can you guys hear that?
I can hear it.
Oh, you can. It's me. I did it.
Like this show has it was behind every single joke. It is however extreme it is and shocking it is. They're the ethic of every single joke is defensible. Like if you think about what the moral of every moment of it is crass and gross and challenging to a lot of people, but it's righteous.
They land it. Well, I'm thinking of the episode where it seemed like Kyle's mom was going to bomb the hospital in Gaza.
Forgot about that one.
And then they swerve last minute and she goes in to see Netanyahu.
Yells at
And you're
Netanyahu.
like, okay, I thought that was, you think it's going in a really, this is not going to be good. But you're like, oh no, they got the joke. It was inappropriate, but they landed it okay.
Right, because they're not. You can just feel first of all they've been doing this for a really long time. They are precise. They have they know what they're trying to do and they can do it, which means they have the freedom to go nuts because they're not writing jokes and then figuring out why they're funny. They're trying to do something and using jokes to do it. It's genuinely really impressive.
And they've built.
Absolutely. Thoughts on that wee bit?
Yeah, I mean, the main thing I'm really kind of just thinking of is actually, I saw an article again today talking about Kahurangi Carter's parody and satire bill.
Oh, that's
do you
interesting.
know about that? Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
It came out. Oh, this actually came out. I think maybe last month or so. People started talking about it more. Because it got pulled from the biscuit tin. And so, yeah, it's working to allow people to use copyrighted work for parody or satire, such as memes. 'Cause she's a huge proponent of being comedy is a huge kind of, I guess, medium for political commentary, and often again the same kind of things where they say the left is often right too early. I think you see that in some of the comedy areas happens quite regularly as well, and that some of the more shocking kind of, I guess, jokes tend to kind of, I guess, commentate on what's already happening and what hopefully people will start picking up on, so that's why I'm really, really excited that she's bringing it forward, because I was actually having a quick nosy, because turns out apparently Simeon Brown actually introduced a similar bill back in 2018. But Kahu has her own 2024 version with its own attempt at humor. Her press release was headed Green MPs Members Bill, set to save the world. So
That's cool.
yeah. And I think, I mean, that's why I love doing the memes. It's why I love kind of, the same way me and Chewy, we got that kind of dark comedy, because holy fuck, how else sometimes can you explain what's going on? Because I think if we say it too plain and clear sometimes, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Or it just doesn't
through the
hit
noise,
quite the
right?
same.
Yeah,
I
cutting
also
through the
think
noise and making it
connects
palatable.
differently as well. It can kind of change perspective. So
there's a wee bit at the Saswi clip as well, and it's talking about how they make commentary on how this isn't a bigger thing for the White House, and how they've just kind of like, this is all about their administration, and it seems like they're not talking about it. And I don't know if it's strategy or if they're just like not aware, which that can't be possible, that they're not aware of what's being said and done.
I mean, no way.
But we'll play this first.
It's so good.
So good.
It's also cool, like just like there's like a lot of like worries about the consolidation and Netflix and David Ellison and all these people, and those are real, and we should be worried about it, and we should fight it where it's right to fight it. But we should also be like, hey, like creative, smart, talented people will find a way. Like always, forever. Like
totally,
Hollywood never dies. Entertainment never dies.
That's what TikTok is for.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, no, it's funny. You say that, like, it's surprising to me that South Park actually hasn't been part of the conversation about this proposed merger, because this has been happening every other couple weeks, and it's like the most brutal and hilarious and spot on criticism of Trump I've seen anywhere.
Certainly doing more damage to Trump than CNN.
Sure, yeah.
Hey, come on.
That in reference to Trump trying to buy the company that trying to stop the merger, the Warner Brothers Netflix merger, because CNN and they hate CNN because they're leftists and they're woke, and all of those things that
so woke.
Hates. But yeah, that makes a really good point. Why it's strange that this isn't like they're not directly going after South Park is strange, and maybe they don't want to bring attention to it. But if I was a journalist, I'd be bringing that to him. I mean, obviously he's censored the media that's in the room. Their questions kicked out a lot of journalists because they're woke media or whatever it is, and he's handpicked whoever it is in the room that can ask the questions of the administration at their press stand-ups, which is pretty sad. But if it were me in the room, I would just be like, hey, so South Park, last night's episode, what, there was some criticism of such and such and such, and like, come on, who wouldn't press them on that? Just a waste of opportunity otherwise.
I wouldn't be surprised that they wouldn't allow questions like that through anyway, because they'll be like, oh, it makes me look weak, because if this is such a big deal that this little cartoon, ignoring it as a way to kind of diminish its, I guess, effect, whether that works or not.
Yeah, so that's the roundup of that whole thing. I don't know whether or not they'll come back next year, and what they'll have to say, but I'd be very, very interested to see what they do next, considering how crazy it was. But yeah, go and I don't know how you access the full South Park episodes in New Zealand, but I'm sure if people want to find them, they will find them. Otherwise, there's plenty. I think there's a few clips that have made it onto by South Park. They have made it on, but not the. I'm sure you can find the full episodes and the breakdowns other people have done.
Also, I think Raiden had a potentially smart thought here, was that maybe they did that so that they can have season 30 in 2027.
Maybe.
That would be, that'd be a lot smarter than at least like not pulling a fucking Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One kind of energy. So, also I think I saw one comment here
Yeah,
that
maybe.
actually pointed out that point does have a kind of thing is that Trump actually went after Sesame Street for making parody of him as a property investor. So yeah, I wonder why he would go after children. I guess maybe that's again he can't really he can attack a children's show, but I guess a cartoon made for adults is a different story.
Also, I think someone did make a good point. Not this though. They're not slightly right coded, and they probably are popular on the right because when the left are in power, they get made fun of as well. Like I think it's just more so that like South Park don't favor any administration. They don't favor anyone politically. They go after everyone for anything because that's what they do. Like it underpins. Like
I
don't
think it's
think
like
there's
they reflect what they're commentating, and what they're reflecting
Yeah.
is a slightly right coded country that is, like they are kind of reflecting that. Also, we do have to remember that these men grew up as Mormons and then rejected, so they actually have their own, I guess, the way they grew up as well. I'm sure there could be things that come across as more this way just because, sometimes you don't shake off some of the old weird things you used to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean that does also make sense. Like if you're making a show like this in the late 90s, 2000s, when it was probably the most popular, and that's kind of like,
I don't know. Watch Orgasmo. Just watch Orgasmo, and you'll really understand who they are. It's such a it's where they started, and it's so fucking weird, and nothing has gotten less weird for them since.
It's built on that, so I mean, there's only so far you can scrap the old school way of doing things. But I think it's more so that they're popular with everyone because they just the right, the left, the everyone because they don't hold back on who they're commentating on, right?
Yeah.
And it's honestly easy when I think now that I'm a bit older and I understand the system a lot more. It's pretty easy to go after any US administration because they do some fucked up shit.
I mean, the US in general has done a lot of fucked up shit and still is. So,
yep. There you go.
What a country to be alive in at the moment.
All right, we got some memes to go through.
Some more memes.
Memes.
Speaking of satire and parody, David Seymour trying to avoid accountability. Here's me. God, he was so scared of her in that interview.
Oh my God.
Here lies the Treaty Principles Bill. That was a good day.
Love it.
Douchebag Netanyahu be like, I had to bring this one back. This is perfect Craig Rennie as a goose going, how are you going to pay for tax cuts, motherfucker? Like, hey, at least if he ends up in the house one day, he can actually ask them in question time. That'll be cool. Obviously, we always have to remember this whoop whoop didn't tell that the police. Obviously, act protecting good old pedophiles like Tim Jago.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the beginning when Gary would just come and drop bombs on the show, then he just ended up with his whole own show. Getting ready to learn about James Lindsay. For us who don't remember, he was that American guy who was critical of critical race theory and woke ideology. He was like one of Charlie Kirk's friends, probably. Remember the war plans? The war plans group chat. Then we have, again, Luxon's just, this has just been him throughout the whole year. His one's just mature, like the MMP environment, I guess. Freaking targets. Oh, wrong way. Me trying to make people's Fridays a little less fucking grim. Ah, yes. And then we had our equity cuts, and this guy trying to, I don't know, talk about something. And then he let his wife speak, and wow, okay, he didn't let his wife speak. That was a really bad way to say it. But then his wife spoke, and it was not much better. And just also remembering some of the fun memes we've seen of the boys throughout this year. The Punch and Nazi one still goes hard. Might have to bring this one back out next year. Hey, remember when everyone was mad at Tamitha Paul for saying defund the police? And then now we've found out that like a bunch of police were fucking falsifying breath tests and fucking committing horrible Google searches on their work phones and God knows what other else. Like, remember when everyone hated her for that? Oh, and then obviously it's woke. Just no fairies. Nikki's still no boats. Oh yeah. Remember Tama's tents.
Yeah.
Hate that man. Hucker, straight to jail. Oh yeah. If you're ever by Lake Karapiro, I'd like to see if this is actually still up there. I kind of if anyone goes around Lake Karapiro this holidays, feel free to just shoot us a message anywhere. Blue Sky, fucking email me. I just actually want to know if this is still there. Oh yeah, remember how the government didn't hit any of its child poverty reduction rates? Yeah. And also remember how apparently guns are now cool, but pointing with your fingers, that's like
Classic.
Right?
Classic.
Oh, and remember how we got accused of being AI
God,
bots?
Yes.
But
That's right.
God, where's the member berries? We were just talking about South Park. Where are the member berries?
That does make me wonder. I wonder if the Egg Party YouTube channel is about the same then.
Oh, probably. Surely. I don't know. If someone can figure that out, go do it. That's a little...
Love to know. The engagement rate's pretty average.
Oh, yeah. I mean, average likes 549. Like, that's pretty... Yeah. That's sad. Then, obviously, just making fun of Winston Peters and turning him into a furry. Because this asshole meant that fucking Benjamin had to leave. And I'm so mad at him still. Fuck this guy. Oh, yeah. Remember how we did a bunch of gay memes, guys, during Pride Month? I still love this meme. It's great. Oh, yeah. Here you go. I'm going to recurse you all with this meme. It had to come back. It had to come back.
That's so funny.
There we go. I'll take it away. Firearms. Oh, and I thought we could see some of also the fun little memes people have done of us over the year. Mum Dunny. Hey Chippy. Mum Dunny. Oh yes, and Bob Villain. And then just generally moving a window. And we've got more memes coming. We're halfway through, Fano. We made it halfway through.
Nice. Well, let's start with some sad news. So as I'm sure many of you are aware, AI has made... Yeah. AI has grown quite a bit in the last, I don't know. It's escalated quite some, and probably the last 12 months it's really ramped up in terms of its capabilities, especially when it comes to video and realistic video, which is kind of scary. It was great when it's used for memes, but if it can be used for memes and it's getting better, it can be used for misinformation and much more. So, Magenta decided that they do not want to be part of this conversation. So, not great stuff. Unless I disappeared. No, Magenta. Was it me or is it you? You got kicked.
I accidentally
What
did.
happened?
I got a button on the side of my mouse that I've never accidentally pressed this whole time. This whole time, okay? Okay? I do it chewy once, all right?
No, it's not
Do
good
it
enough.
once.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
good enough.
I apologize. Back to hating on AI, all right?
Okay. Oh, jeez.
My bad.
I didn't know you had a chewy button too. That's
Of
not
course
ideal.
I do. I'm just having a different font.
It's true. It's true. Yes. So AI is not great. It uses a hell of a lot of GPU, but now it's starting to eat up all of our RAM. So that's not great. So this was published a week ago, but the RAM crisis is just getting started. Micron makes the difficult decision to abandon the consumer memory business to focus on supplying AI data centers. That's pretty
Difficult.
shit.
Difficult.
Decision.
Oh, it's so hard to play into capitalism.
Ah, what a shame. Citing a surge in demand for memory and storage driven by AI data centers, Micron announced on Wednesday that it's made the difficult decision to exit the crucial consumer business in order to improve supply and support for its largest strategic customers and faster growing segments. Unless that is a brand.
It is.
Okay. Still,
but they
in
are
this sentence, it does not work.
Well, see, yeah, that's the problem is that like they're not the only one that makes them. But they are one of only like a couple.
It is funny that it is called the crucial business.
Yeah.
But not so crucial that they couldn't stop the decision to not supply consumers.
I think it's more that the items are crucial to the functioning of your fucking computer.
Yeah. Yes, but only if you're an AI company.
Yeah.
Yes, so the high memory prices that we are now seeing will continue well into 2028. So Samsung and SK Hynix, who produce roughly 70% of the DRAM currently off the market, are focusing on supplying the enterprise business without dramatically increasing their production capacity. Fuck you. In that same story, we reported on Micron, the other big player in memory is planning to ramp up its production. That won't be online until late 2028. Eek. Hoping no one needs RAM in the next wee while. So it sounds like those new assembly lines won't be sending any RAM our way even when they're online. You may know the Crucial brand name better than Micron. I know Micron better than Crucial, so that's interesting. Despite the tech companies being established in the United States way back in 1978, Crucial is Micron's consumer-focused brand and has been used on RAM, SSDs, and even SD cards for years and years. Quick look at the Crucial website reveals just how much RAM it still sells to everyday computer users. That will end in February 2026, Micron has said. And in their bullshit PR quote, this decision reflects Micron's commitment to its ongoing portfolio transformation and the resulting alignment of its business to secular, profitable growth vectors in memory and storage. By concentrating on core enterprise and commercial segments, Micron aims to improve long-term business performance and create value for strategic customers as well as stakeholders.
Money. Fucking
money,
Mr.
money, money, money,
Krabs
money,
are
money.
bullshit.
You know who doesn't have money, Magenta?
Me.
Regular consumers. Yes.
Yeah.
So basically what this quote is saying is we want to see our portfolio grow, so we're aligning with business, because it's profitable in this particular space, they're going to concentrate on commercial and business because they want to improve long-term business performance for themselves and grow their stakeholders' share and money.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck us, I guess.
Well, that's the thing is they just give a shit about money. They don't give a shit about what.
Well, good news for those who were Micron investors as well. The stock has gained 180% in this year. So that's insane. So if you're in need of some RAM, see if you can get your hands on that sooner rather than later.
Stop. I mean, I've already been looking at them. PBTX fucking prices have already gone real fucking high for them.
So when it comes to specific pieces of tech, I would say that's like as in like your RAMs and your custom pieces, your GPUs, all the things that go into computers. You're typically talking about the gamer market or the people who use high-end tech for their jobs, like your video producers, your people like me who are designers, yourself, Magenta.
No,
I assume you came in.
No, not just that.
No?
Smart fridges. Smart fridges need RAM.
There you go.
So there are a multitude of items that, like smart TVs. Most people seem to only buy smart TVs these days.
That's true. Yeah, you can only really buy.
Imagine
TV,
not being able to fucking update your fucking fridge because you can't afford to buy a RAM stick.
Well, that's the thing, is that I don't think with those consumer, what I was going to say is the consumer products that are like pre-built, you're not going to buy specifically a piece of RAM to go into it. You're just going to buy a new fridge.
Which is a problem because
which is
we
also
should be able to, this is like the right to repair bill, essentially, kind of problem.
Yes. You should be able to put new RAM in your fridge, but not typically speaking. But that said, Rajan is right that it will affect everything, so everything will go up in price. It's just perhaps those people who buy these components specifically, usually for things like gaming computers, that's really going to hurt. Yeah.
There will be actual RAM rates. Fuck me.
It might just be.
I think one of the things that frustrates me the most is because I was watching some videos today and kind of put it into perspective of the fact that, like, we already had GPUs get exponentially more expensive because of fucking Bitcoin. And now this is just the next thing. Because, like, that already made it harder for people who wanted to make their own rigs and stuff like that. Like, I need to update mine so that I can actually stream myself because Detective Roger's computer is better than mine. Like, it's, and it's not just going to affect gamers. I mean, I think I mostly use my computer these days for this shit. So I think there's going to be a lot of areas that are affected. And especially when it comes to, I think allowing people to just go from doing something that they actually enjoy and care about to actually making that become something more. This is only going to further put poor people further back behind because, doing stuff like streaming and that has been a really good way for people who weren't able to get a job in a field that they felt passionate about, able to kind of do that, If it wasn't for, these computers, like BHN wouldn't exist.
It's a Kiwi burp. I have an entire RAM in the backyard.
They do mean that literally.
Yeah, no, I imagine they're talking about a literal
goddamn
animal.
Farming nerd.
Hilarious.
But yeah,
so
it's frustrating.
So that's kind of gaming adjacent of sorts, but also kind of industry-wide technology adjacent, which also kind of comes back to, it's basically at the heart of it is AI and AI data centers. If we link that back to the gaming industry, we've also seen AI being used by in marketing and like selling assets that don't exist or creating really shitty assets. And there's a couple of studios that have been blasted for using AI in some of their promotion and asset creation. So we're already seeing AI being part of the gaming development industry as well. However, there have been some pretty cool things in the gaming industry that have been highlighted by the Game Awards. So as Rajat, I think, pointed out earlier, talking about Clear Obscure, there is this little developer, comes out of France, of all places. The studio called Sandbox Interactive, I believe. Sandra, is it Sandbox Interactive? Is that the studio or the publisher? Why don't you have the name of them? You have the name of the game, but you don't have the name of the publisher and the... Yes, this developer is Samful Interactive. There's another one. I can't remember what it is. Samful Interactive. This is their very first project, essentially. It's a very French-based game. It leans heavily into French culture, French historic art culture, and all this thing as well. It is an incredibly beautiful game. It is probably one of the best stories that I have seen in a video game. Yes, video games have stories, and some pretty impressive ones. See The Last of Us TV series based on a game. Incredible story, incredible twists and turns, incredible characters, amazing soundtrack. Just this beast of a game. And spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the Game Awards, they have just won Game of the Year. And they're an indie studio of about 20 odd people. And this is their very first game they've ever made. And a lot of them, very first games or game anything that they've ever done. I think the guy who composed it was a music teacher and they found him on SoundCloud. Like this level of like random, there was like the writer, the script writer, I believe, was like in a completely different industry, and she was just like doing random stuff online or applied for the job, I think. And it was her very first time writing a script, and the script is, the writing is so good. Like it's next level. It's so good. So anyways, this little studio has won the Game Awards, the Game of the Year, and 8 other titles. They were going up against the like of Death Stranding 2. I'm really gutted. Death Stranding 2, very good game. Probably my second game of the year, or probably the game of the year for me that I actually played. I watched my partner play Expedition. Didn't get any awards. I'm really, really sad that Death Stranding did not get any awards. Donkey Kong Bonanza did get award, but they also had massive indie... It was the family game of the year, and I was like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Solid. I think that's deserved.
I love it.
Indie games, so there was Hollow Knight's Silk Song, another highly anticipated independent game that was up for Game of the Year as well. And then Hades 2, again, another highly anticipated game that did very well, was also up for Game of the Year. Amazing. And then I think Kingdom Come was also up for Game of the Year, but I don't know much about that one. There was also a bunch of games that were game trailers and things that were released. Exciting stuff. So the whole team wore this like outfit, as you can see here. They kind of wore it as a bit of a joke. Yeah, they wore it as a bit of a joke. It's an outfit that you can wear in it, and they were wearing their berets and like their striped shirts and like looking like mimes. It's fantastic. So they look like a bunch of clowns, I think literally in the audience, but it was so good. I think they got it was the debut project for the musician, the composer Laurent Testard, who was discovered after he posted a collection of homemade video game music in his SoundCloud account.
Cute.
And he was talking on stage to I don't know how many, good 1,000 of people. I don't know how many it was in the room, taking the award for best soundtrack. So that's incredible. There were 3 nominations in the best voice acting from this game. 3 voice actors from the game for going up for the award for the game. So there are like voice actors obviously throughout the industry. So you had Troy, I want to say it's Troy Barker. I can't remember his name. He's a funny guy. He was also a Death Stranding. Troy Baker. But he wasn't up for Death Stranding. He was up for another game, the Indiana Jones game that he was voicing in. But the 3 of the other nominations were the voice actors from Clear Obscura, which is just amazing. And the role of the Jennifer English, who played Mael, won it, and it was so well deserved. But there was something you would have loved this, Magenta. At the end of her speech, she she said all the this. I say this to every neurodivergent person in the room, and I know there are a lot of you.
It looks at pretty much the whole room.
And she was saying, like, don't give up. You know, there's it was this very powerful message of like, there is a home here. This industry is for you. This is like we can do amazing things. Don't let it drag you down. It's just amazing. And then there's obviously obviously the other games that won as well. Whatever.
How dare you do this for Hollow Knight?
This is a studio that has come up, literally, I think a good majority of their team have never made a game before. Or at least some of the components of making a game have never made a game before. Or even written a soundtrack, and it's an amazing soundtrack. So this to me says there are some amazing studios, there are some amazing creators in the gaming industry, and yes, there's some shitty big name players at the top who may make it harder and harder for smaller creators to make stuff. But the indie studios, the indie developers absolutely dominated the awards this year. They the Clear Obscura, Hades, and Silksong, all 3 independent made games, dominated the awards. They were in a lot of different categories, so that's amazing. That's very cool to see. And it reminds me a little bit of a video I was watching the other day. What is this? Bellular News did a great little video called "Game Prices Are Collapsing," and this is talking about the how like games are just getting like crazy expensive, like Nintendo games, like your basic big games, crazy expensive. The Game Pass recently went up like a crazy amount as well. I think there was pushback, and in the end they're like, "Oh no, we won't do that much. We'll just go down to this small increase." It's like, go fuck yourselves. But in this video, he talks about the how indie developers and indie games are they're more reasonable prices. They're dominating the industry. Steam sales are really good, but for some reason, the gaming industry and publishers are going after those people that can afford the higher price point, and they're kind of just ignoring the majority of people who can't. It's like, we're going for this niche group who will pay anything and everything and don't care about the price. And we're just going to ignore the rest of them if they want to get in on it. Like, tough luck, like find the money type thing. Really interesting deep dive into that, and worth watching. And if you would like to hear more about the Clear Obscure story, I believe it's Skill Up did an amazing deep dive into, it's like 2 hours long. Skill Up did an amazing deep dive into how the game was made and like all the people behind it, the impossible true stories behind the making of Clear Obscure Expedition 33. If you want to hear a story that is like, holy shit, how did these guys make a game? And how, like, it's a great story of when you treat people well, when you have really creative people who love and are passionate about the game, you can make really good, not just a really good game, but a really good piece of art that is inspiring. Anyways, that's my little deep dive for you, Magenta.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't heard of the game or seen it, but to be fair, I haven't been paying a hell of a lot of attention to the gaming sector this year, to be honest. I think I've just gotten so caught up in everything else. I mean, the only game that I really played this year was Clover Pit. So
No.
yeah, it's like Balatro, but for fucking gamblers. I like gambling in video games because I can't afford to do it in real life. But no, it's good to
Yes.
see the indie ones make it because, like, I am sick of this whole AAA bullshit of like they're just gonna suck up all the money and all the air to put out generally a pretty buggy product to begin with because we've just gotten so used to. I think people also just want things too fast now. Like, I do think like consumers are part of the problem. Like, in terms of being like, we want these games faster and faster. It's like, to be honest, to make a really good game, especially depending on how many people you've got, it takes a while. If you really want to let them cook and work on it. And I think that's just obviously capitalism's fucking the overarching thing of all of that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's good to see that more of those smaller games at least get some recognition because I'd say most of the games I see recommended these days are a little bit more like those indie game developed ones because people are just over the mass produced garbage. I guess it's like the equivalent of how the Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of killed movies for me.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
and yeah, it's great to see that class warfare is really hitting the prices of video games. That's how fucking bad things are, guys.
Mm,
Also, I
the
saw Pete said here apparently a new game released today from an outfit in Dunedin where you play as an albatross, and it's called Toroa or Toroa
ooh.
or Taroa. I think would probably be a really white way to pronounce it. I don't know, but either way, to be fair, playing as an albatross that sounds fun.
Oh, they released a game where you can play as a heading dog.
Oh,
I
I
was
saw the
like,
cat one, like Stray.
I didn't see it. Oh, that came out a wee while
Yeah,
ago. But
like a
they
long time ago, but
that was a really good game too, actually. But you know, they announced at the Game Awards they announced a game in which you play as a sheepdog, basically.
fuck yeah.
And then I like never thought that would be, and there's like magic and stuff as well. But like I never
Hell
thought
yeah.
that would be like the premise of the game. It's like you're a sheepdog herding sheep, and then
Fuck yeah. That's great.
yeah.
Also, I don't know if you saw this. I did see this today. So that'll be cool. Obviously, good old BG3 developers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Cool stuff. You
yeah.
know, not politics related, but sort of, you know, it all comes back to capitalism and all of that stuff and all the shitty things that are happening. But there's
Right.
also little peaks of good stuff.
There's actually a little video that it kind of got reminded me of. It's kind of just because we've been talking about the AI stuff a little bit. There's a real short little video I thought we could have a quick listen to if you want. It's from Fran Drescher. Obviously because she does a lot of speaking around the Actors Guild. One of those, I can never remember the specific.
After
SAG AFTRA? Yeah,
SAG
SAG
AFTRA.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Yep.
But I thought she had a kind of actually really interesting, I guess, commentary, especially because obviously her being in the film industry. So let me just hopefully this plays. Oh, that's not, is that loud enough? I don't know if I can turn it any louder.
Can you turn it up now?
Let me
Sorry.
just have a look, see if I can.
That might just be the questions quiet.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I think it might be. So just saying, what do you make about these AI-generated actors that are coming online, and what does that mean for the industry going
mean
forward?
for humanity is the bigger question. There's something wrong with our species that we keep wanting to annihilate ourselves with the pollution that we impose on the planet, with the fact that we keep inventing things that put us out of work. I think that the bigger question is to look at how flawed we are as a species and start really working on addressing the fact that we have a problem. We need to acknowledge that we do so that we can begin behavior modification. And in my opinion, the behavior modification begins with empathy. We're a species that have lost empathy and a connection to the planet in which they live. So that's the real problem. The fact that AI is coming up with fake characters that rip off real actors is a malignant symptom of a much larger problem, which is a very flawed, very dangerous species called human being.
I love the way she ends it too with that smile. Just, yeah.
Until she started speaking, I didn't realize that was Fran.
Fran, like, yeah. It's the nanny.
It's so good to see her.
Yes,
oh my god.
Yes, so she's the head of SAG. I thought that was the case because I remember seeing her at obviously when they had all the big strikes and stuff like that. But I just thought she had a really great point. And I think also seeing like, you know, the fact that AI is literally, well, we've seen the AI bubble and we've been explained to it how it's going to burst at some point. The fact that it's already kind of causing like computers to now become more expensive for people. We've got fucking people in parliament using AI to help write the fucking education that like nobody asked them to change. Like, it's just, there is an amount that could be useful and helpful and it could be used for good, but so far all I see is nefarious and like fucking usage of AI. Like, all these data centers are just creating this weird cycle that's only gonna get more and more like masturbatory essentially as it goes on, because you can only have so much like what AI content. So then you get social media platforms that have AI content that then also get watched by AI, you know, so they're generating their own viewers. Like, it's just, there's no such thing like as this be going anywhere positive, because exponential growth and finite resources just doesn't exist. Oh yeah, AI ads. I'm getting really sick of those. The amount of AI bullshit I've been getting fed, like, obviously I have to go on Facebook for social media reasons, unfortunately, but like the amount of crap that I'm getting served up on them at the moment, it's just like, ugh. It's good though, because it puts me off using the app for too long, because I'm like, oh, now I'm over this. So I guess at least there's that.
Someone made a comment, she looks amazing for her age, which she has aged well. But I have had a lot of videos recently served up to me about plastic surgery and Kris Jenner and her crazy 70-year-old face that's just been pulled back.
Oh god, I haven't seen what she looks like at the moment.
I was just like, well, that's. I mean, if she's in the acting space, she's probably had it too. But actually, looking at Fran, I think she's had very minimal work done on her face, which is like wonderful. Like, I'm not against people getting stuff done to their face if it makes them happy.
Yeah, don't want them to feel pressured.
I'm really glad that she did what is probably the technically correct way of doing it, which is waiting until she has the things that people like to cover up, and she's had a little bit of work done, but she still looks like herself.
Yep.
And she has like normal, like older person features. Like, she's got wrinkles and like her neck looks like, this is not me being mean.
She looks like she's actually aging. That's what she is.
She's aging. Yeah, and she looks fucking good.
The thing is, though,
I think creepy.
I think it makes sense, though, especially like for women. You often get taught that like women should age in such a weird, fucked up way that like I know I saw people making heaps of comments about Pamela Anderson, because obviously her and Harrison Ford have been going out. I love the fact that they're going out. Yeah, they're dating. They're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
And I'm so
Okay.
excited about that. But yeah,
Sure.
I know I saw people going, "Oh my god, she looks like," well, I mean, a lot of people saying she looks like shit. I'm like, no, dude, that's just her face without makeup. Like, that face was always there. It's just A, a bit older now, and B, it's not caked in fucking makeup. But yeah, I also saw Helen Mirren, she's another one. Jane Fonda. She's doing all right.
Oh man, they look.
Oh, no, I got it
They
wrong.
just look
Liam
so much better.
Neeson. I was wrong. It wasn't Harrison
Liam
Ford. I'm sorry.
Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Star Wars. It was still Star Wars related.
I think the one that really pissed me off most recently. Side tangent. The one that pissed me off most recently is I know Millie Bobby Brown has been very criticized as of late because she changed. She had like a lot of work done to the point where she just looked like she just didn't look the same at all, and she's so young. And I couldn't help but when I was watching season 5 of Stranger Things, I could it just stuck out. Her face looking like different. And it really does suck because I think who's a famous director, Scorsese, I think it is. I think he's been very, very vocal in saying like, I hate that these actresses and actors are doing this because they don't emote anymore because their faces are so like pulled and like over Botoxed and things, and so you miss these little micro facial expressions that I think are really important for actors. It's just really sad. But I mean, you would hope that means that more people get opportunities because, well, if the big stars are just, and I also don't blame them because it's not a them issue. It's not them for doing it. It's an industry and it's a societal thing that they feel like they have to do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, if people want to have those types of gender affirming like surgeries because it does that for them, like, absolutely, go ahead. But when the likely coercion that happens, that's when it's like not okay. I mean, what you were talking about Millie Bobby Brown, but I was actually, it makes me think of, I guess, our equivalent of Millie Bobby Brown would have been how Kim Kardashian used to look in the Fall Out Boy music video.
She was in the Fall Out Boy music video?
See, I was just about to say, I don't know if you know this, but
no.
She was in the Thanks for the Memories video. She's the girl who he kisses when the monkey says can't stop. She's the girl.
God.
That's Kim Kardashian. But she doesn't look like that at all now.
No.
And that's not just a taking off of makeup and a little bit of age. Like that old photos of Kim always make me go, holy shit. And I also love telling people, I'm like, hey, do you know that Kim Kardashian was in a Fall Out Boy music video? Because that was kind of when they were kind of starting to get a bit bigger. And I think when people maybe were just about to start keeping up with the Kardashians kind of era, almost keeping up.
Someone did point to them as the influences of a lot of facial and body reconstruction, I guess. Someone said that they were the catalyst for all of it, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, possibly true that they but I think they were just like one of many.
Yeah, I think they were just a different iteration. Like, this kind of pressures of image and what it means to be like a beautiful woman. Like, I've seen heaps of videos that have kind of, looked at the different changes over the years, and it's always some specific standard that everyone's expected to reach. And you just can't have that for everybody because they're all different.
We're all different and beautiful.
Yes.
But also, Top tip: if you wait till you're much older, those procedures that they're all getting, they actually do wonders.
Well, that is a very good point.
Don't get them so early, because then you're just going to have to keep up with it. It's going to cost you a lot of money. If you do the right things at the right part of your lives, you can actually age quite nicely. Just saying.
Oh, absolutely. It's like how you have those fucking the drunk elephant thing with young girls wanting to, the trends for young girls on TikTok being, using all of these. It's like, dude, your skin hasn't started aging yet. Like, you haven't finished growing. It's
awful.
just like, please don't.
It's so
yeah,
bad.
it does make one a little mad if you think about it too heavily. But I guess we should probably get back into some memes.
Yeah, we got a fair few memes. While you're setting that up, I'll just quickly run through these super chats.
Oh shit.
Matata says, you want to know the current state of the world? It's so bad that Weird Al was singing Killing in the Name on stage. The actual song, not even a parody. Ugh. Hot damn. Mirikiri Himite.
Nice.
Fano, thanks for a great year, crew. Let's keep our eye on the prize in 26 and make this a one-term government. It's going to be a lot of work, but we got this. Thanks, Arvids. Thanks for $10. Tikiwiburb, ACAB, AI companies are bastards.
Ayo.
That's good. That's good. It's PC gone mad, says Pete.
PC's gone mad. Get it? Because of the RAM.
PC's gone mad. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
AI austerity increased.
I mean,
and Gen X and boomers get plastic surgery, while us millennials are full of plastic without the surgery.
Oh, you didn't have to remind me of all the microplastics. But
we don't need to think about those.
We are full of microplastics. That's for fucking sure.
You are a microplastic.
You're shorter than me. Shut up.
Hey, fuck off. No, that
hey
wasn't
guys,
fair.
guess what, guys?
No.
I'm the tallest on the Friday night.
That's not fair. It was like inches.
Hey, every inch counts. Am I right, guys?
Not in this case. It clearly didn't make a difference.
Hey, I mean, I gotta take it where I can get it,
And then you made Pat fucking roast me for the rest of the day. He's like, oh, are you really that short? And I'm just like,
I mean,
this is so mean.
It is pretty bad. It means you're the shortest out of all of the network. I think it goes, if I kind of guessed correctly, it goes Pat, Gary, Chewy, Craig. I can't remember which one of
Craig.
them. Craig,
Chewy.
then Chewy? Okay, yeah. Craig, then Chewy, then me,
Gary's...
then you.
Oh, no, actually, no, Pat is quite tall, yeah.
Yeah, no, like, Pat's taller.
Yeah.
He's definitely the tallest, but Gary's pretty close. So I'll have to make that image. I'll do the image of all of us and kind of in a row so that we can...
Me at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, honestly, I've been the shortest my entire life, so I'm quite happy being short.
So am I. That's why it's really nice not to be the shortest. I usually have to go visit my grandma for that. But yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I added that in because I'm like, this old one that was like Aussie's miss when morning routine didn't involve finding out whatever the fuck this cunt did today. I feel like that very much applies to Luxon and his government.
You're good.
We said we wanted to ease the cost of living for families, but we made it worse. Now everyone's leaving for Australia. Whoops. Remember that, guys? The Greens' budget is unrealistic and ridiculous. Me. Capitalism is unrealistic and ridiculous. Fuck you. Greens' alternative budget next year, Fano. The good old... Yeah, the Coldplay meme. It was an interesting one, I know. Oh yeah, guys, remember when I booed Judith Collins? That's why I like this meme. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That was funny. What are the 3 branches of government again? I know it's pedophiles and corporations, but what was the third one? I put a hint on screen. Atlas Network. For the audio listeners. Oh, Ray Chung. Fucking good old Ray Chung. That was it feels like the local body elections was both so recently and so far away from us now already. I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck, that was a
Yeah.
while ago. Not.
Yep.
That good old hiring freeze that definitely doesn't exist. Don Brash says yes to Marty Woods. Fuck you, Don Brash. Yes. I was
Why
still
am I
never
the
not.
Sith?
I don't use that one is because you're the guy from Spaceballs. Remember? It's because you and him have like similar
Oh.
glasses. Yeah. You're not Darth
Right.
Vader. You're a parody of Darth Vader. Speaking of
Parody of Darth Vader.
parodies.
Too good.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I still think we need this t-shirt. I might have
It'd be pretty
to.
good.
We should make one of Tanya for next year. Ooh.
Can we make one of? Oh, we should make a series of different ones and then send them to them.
You're an artist. What do you? I mean, I'll help you too, though. Yeah.
I mean, I do have a library of Kieran photos because thumbnails.
I can probably
thumbnails.
send you pictures of like Tamitha and Chloe because definitely thumbnails. And going on deep dive. We've had some deep dives this year, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
The good old school curriculum. Obviously, this also feels like this has been happening for a while now. Oh yeah, remember when Chewie was just peddling chocolate across the globe?
Oh, now I just
Pablo chocolate bar. That was his name. Pablo chocolate.
I
bar.
want a block of chocolate.
Oh, I don't think the shop's still open.
No.
Not in Christchurch. BlameLabour.exe has stopped working. Just letting the students know that we just restocked all the Tylenol and the first aid kits. On an unrelated note, I'm into trains now. Community always wins. And I love the fact that we already had Brie memed after like the first, I think this is like the first or the second time she was on BHN. And I do like that because, again, Pat is really tall. Now I kind of want to know how tall Brie is. I'm going to have to get the ones who are in Wellington to come meet me so we can measure heights and add to it.
I feel like next Christmas party might be a bit of a line us up kind of.
Oh, mate, yeah. We'll have to do like this school line. Maybe take a school photo. Since we were terrible and we did not take a photo. So, hey, guys, just want to say, we had everyone from the network there and we did not take a photo. Too busy.
We were too busy
many other
eating and being merry and talking politics in a room full of other people who were also talking politics. It was just a lot.
And a room full of people who are like, hey, I know you. I've heard you talk heaps. And I'm like, that's weird. I love that for you. Oh, yeah, vote green or nothing will get better. Peter Thiel, as mentioned.
Peter Thiel knows about the Antichrist? He
does. And then we've got the worst human being. Oh, yeah, remember the flotilla? Greta Thunberg and her homies. And obviously the frogs. Can't forget the frogs.
Aww.
Good old Portland.
Needed more of those.
Right?
Needed more of those.
And obviously we had the Juice Media video, which gave us this beautiful line, putting the N back in cuts.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. It's more me being an X-Men. Judith Collins, man. And the Mega Strike, actually, that is as well. Oh, Ruth Richardson. Okay, so someone who knows how to fucking mess with the little code in your computer. They just edited that. But I love it. I think it's great.
That's I didn't even thought of that. That's a genius way
yeah.
to do it.
Oh, yeah. Button. Oh, yes. And we had old Duncan Grifter, or
Oh
AKA
my
Kiwi Alex
God.
Jones. Yep. It's the same picture. Aiden
Holy
pointed it
shit.
out in Discord, which made me make this one on the side because I'm just like, yep, fucking nailed it with that one. Ugh. And hey, maybe now that Duncan's not, thing, he'll come and hang out with us sometime.
Hmm. He can be
No,
a
yeah.
regular.
Massive grinder outage around the Charlie Kirk Memorial Service in Arizona. I'm sure they're definitely not related. Totally not.
Hmm.
Dick Cheney dies. Mum Donnie voted in. The earth is healing.
Inner peace.
And obviously, we had our boys running for Labour. And obviously, we had a pretty fire interview with Takuta, who actually I forgot to tell you guys, I went and saw Takuta speaking yesterday, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Hold up, I just realized I didn't prepare this, and I took notes while he was talking, so I can give you guys my feedback on what was said, because Maria Mino was there as well, so obviously fanboyed a bit over her as always.
Nice.
So basically what he was saying, some interesting stuff, kind of just like they're going to see what happens. I think he said February 2nd. There's a date he gave, but basically he'll know whether he'll basically be running with Te Pāti Māori or whether he'll just be running for Te Taitonga. Which I was like, oh yeah, sweet, that makes sense. He did say that he, quote, "We've been trying to prop up a 3-legged dog and now we don't have to." In reference to him no longer technically being a part of the party. So that's an interesting comment. He was kind of talking about what he wanted to do in terms of campaigning, and what he kind of had said to TPM as well, is that he wants the message to be very clear and like candidate vote, say Māori, so like say Maria Mino, but party vote for the left. Just party vote for the left. And I think that's a solid message, I'm kind of in the same boat of I don't care who you vote for as long as it's no one currently in right now. He did point out too that there is 6 Māori seats. Those are independent seats. They technically are not Te Pāti Māori seats. They're just Māori seats. He encourages everyone to stay on the Māori roll as it's the only way to increase those independent Māori seats. And he pointed out that if 50% of Māori are on the Māori roll, if the other 50% were to come over, that means we would have 16 seats, which would essentially kind of guarantee kingmaker position with that many seats. So interesting kind of thing to look into and look at going forward. Oh yeah, that was my notes. Oh yeah. Cool. Kieran. God, he's had some fire ones, hasn't he? I still just love that someone put Gandalf. It's just so cute. Oh, obviously Benjamin's cake. It was a really tasty cake, but sad.
Aww.
Ah, yes, this is another meme that I made, actually. Just, they're the same picture. He's a fucking energy vampire, and I will not be told otherwise. Oh, yeah. I forgot I put that in there. Mussolini who? Ah, yes. And Chewie when he was getting really fucking riled up over Kieran and Chloe's speeches. Gets him going at night, clearly. Another great comparison that was made this year. Sean Plunkett is our Ethan Klein. Man, none of these are good ones. Oh, here's a good one. Bromance theory. Actually, there's some art at the end for you. Jesus. Hooking him through,
also,
guys. Hooking him
mentioning that to Chewie, and he was like, "No, I don't like this." And I'm like, "Bro, look up cricket."
I actually was meant to send him this picture. Maybe I'll tag him on Blue Sky, maybe.
Can't believe you had no idea about this.
Right? Doesn't pay attention enough to my memes.
Mm.
People not watching the news because if it's important enough, they'll come to us, which is both terrifying and a privilege.
Thank you.
And then I've actually just got a little couple of things in here from the neighborhood. So
Oh.
this was the day of the mega strike, I believe, when Pat was unable to live stream. So this was the one night when they just didn't have a live stream. And they were like, I hope everyone is okay. I'm not okay. No BHN. It's good to see BHN is
It was
striking.
the weather. That's why.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the weather.
That's what that
No one
meme
got
was.
to strike. It was so
Yeah.
sad.
But Chewy and BHN did get represented at the Pie Order Amendment Bill Select Committee, which, again,
Hell
so
yeah.
fucking cool. And then I thought I'd just put in pictures that I got of BHNers over the year for a sec. So this was,
No.
I believe this was when the Treaty Principle Bill was shut down. That's what we were all there for. And one of our meetups, more of our meetups, because I do these and they're fun. This was the green Te Rōpū Pounamu, but I know for a fact there are BHNers in this picture, because the one in the green with the cap on, he asked me, he's the one who's like, can I come on BHN? When I was
that's right, we were talking about them with
Yes,
Ryan.
yes,
And I was like, it's the
yes.
dude, I know the dude. And
yeah,
like, yeah, that's the dude.
homie. That's the homie.
Yeah. Even I know that dude.
Right? Oh yes, so some pictures from the 340 days. I thought that was a good picture to get of when he pulled that paper out, he had some fucking thing behind him. I was like, damn, Craig. Better keep that up for the election.
days.
Like, fuck. He's on. Oh yeah. This was
that was me putting up the lights.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good fun.
I thought I'd show some of our Christmas pictures, and obviously Nala.
Nala
this
wore
was
that
us.
the whole day.
She did actually. She did.
And I was like, oh, you poor thing. I took it off her at one point because she was starting to itch.
She seemed fine with that one. She did put the antlers on for all of like 5 seconds and was like, nah, I'm not a fan of this, which totally fair.
Good fun.
And then that was us getting out
me.
awards that smell really fucking good. I know Pat showed you.
We all did this. We all
right.
Oh, that's. And I felt really weird, and then they're like, no, it smells good, right? And we were all just like, yeah.
Handing it around to the other people at the party, like, sniff this wood.
It literally was the first thing. I think all of us were just like, yeah, this smells good.
Right? Neurodivergent things. I mean, when I had the guys come over yesterday, I literally just walked up and went, smell my wood. Smell it.
Smell it. I'm going to do that to my family.
Right?
Feliz Navidad. Oh, that's cute.
See, look, Gary is like about it, although they could be about as tall as each other, to be quite honest. Because I know Pat's not standing straight. Yeah, they're probably about the same.
It's true.
So, yeah. And then the last bit we have here is just some of the big hairy art we've had over the year. Kaimatara hit us with the cute. I just love this. It's so adorable. Less cute, not cute, but I mean, we have to admire the effort put into it. I see this will make you feel better.
Yes.
I know. Yes, there you go.
Yes.
I got
this
M's
one
back.
Can stay.
Yeah.
This one can stay.
I know you like that one. And then we've got, obviously, again, I'm still obsessed with this picture of Chloe. Like, I need this almost. I wonder if Chloe would like put this on merch, because I low-key think this could be a real fire look for her. Maybe Kiwi Bib, maybe we'll have to talk to some people and see what we can do, because I love that idea. Obviously, this awesome picture of Takutai, which I just love so much. And this is the one I thought you would like. That is currently a work in progress.
I love it.
Broback Mountain. Love is bipartisan. I'm obsessed. But also just the detail, it's everything.
So good.
And then we also had this awesome creation where someone's gone through and changed the TPU's thing to Tory propaganda unit. I think much better. 10 out of
More
10.
accurate. Yep.
Exactly. So, and that is our year in memes. Whew.
That's us for a year. Oh my god, that's so sad.
I don't want. Oh, actually, I do have one more. One more meme. I don't know
2
if
hours too. Nice.
I don't know if you'll be very happy because it's very
What?
cringe. It's very cringe. I'm gonna
Oh,
be real
no.
cringe. I'm gonna post cringe on main, guys. Because I wanted to play this on our last episode, but it wasn't Christmas technically. So I was like, I can't play Christmas music when it's not Christmas because I'm
fair.
not that horrible.
Fair.
You know what I mean? So this this is a Merry Cringemas.
7 on a Merry Christmas, 6, 7 on a Merry Christmas, 6, 7 on
no.
a Christmas, Skibbity New Year.
That's it. I know it's horrible, but it's so funny. Gen Alpha speak make me laugh. Although I'm sure your husband would hate that song.
Oh, the 6-7 meme has absolutely driven him crazy.
Aww.
Like, being a
Poor
math
dude.
teacher, the worst subject
Yeah.
for that
yeah.
stupid meme. So, yeah, real fun. Real
But
fun.
hey, at least I made you feel less bad about this being our last episode. But no,
And
I am
in
actually
fashion,
sad.
we're over 2 hours, so there you go.
Right? I mean, it'll be weird not seeing everyone every week. Although I will see what I can do. I'm going to if you want to go over and follow Aotearoa tonight, I will probably be doing some stuff over there news wise. Trying to sort stuff out in terms of trying to see if I can get it streaming from my end, but we'll see how that goes. So
And I'll be
I'm
playing video games, so
Video games.
Video
Maybe I should come
games.
play some games with you at some point. We should see what we have the same. Maybe we'll have to find out what
yes.
games we share.
yes,
To
let's
a
do it. Let's
bright hairy stream. Let's go.
Yes, we'll replace it with one of our Fridays. We'll
Fuck
see.
yeah.
Also, if you don't see me next Thursday, everyone, make the most of looking at this background. Because it might not be the same next year.
Ooh. Oh wait, yes, no. Now I clicked. I clicked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're
Drink
gonna
it in,
change
people.
it. Yeah.
Drink
Just-
it in.
Things are happening. Things are cooking, fun.
Yes. So next Thursday will probably be the last time you guys see this live, at least. On this channel. Probably not on the other channel.
Also, earlier, Tanya pointed out there was a ferry that was currently having steering issues. We're going to end the year on ferries. Fun.
Nikki No Boats.
Ooh, do a drawful. I like that idea.
That would be fun. Yep.
Yes.
That's a good
I'm
one.
in.
A good
I'm
one.
in already. We'll have to coordinate the day, but I'm in. Oh,
Good times.
yeah.
We will
has
be
been.
back on Thursday, though, with the boys for the very last Big Hairy News episode. But this is the last of your Bright Hairy News for the year, and we'll be back next year, so don't stress.
Yes.
Don't stress too much.
Well, actually,
We'll
yes,
probably-
because we'll be coming back January 12th. Is it 12th or 19th?
19? I don't know. We'll be back.
Yeah,
No, 19th, I think.
yeah. Either way, it's either gonna be the 12th or the 19th. One of the two.
You'll see us. We'll be
We'll
back.
be back nice and
We'll be
early.
back.
We'll be holding the fort down again like last year.
Keeping it cooking. Oh, what fun. All right. Well, if we don't see you next week, have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, everybody. Otherwise, we'll see you on Thursday. And have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Welcome back to Rand's Country.
for joining us on the very last episode of Bright Hairy News for 2025. Have a wonderful weekend, and the boys will see you on Monday. We'll see you with the boys on Thursday. Magenta, any last words?
Look after yourselves. Say no if you don't want to do something. Actually enjoy your fucking holiday, alright? This is not about familial pressures. Just do what you need to do to relax, okay? And don't overspend, okay? And keep cool till after school, I guess.
That's a good point. Alright. Look after yourselves, guys. Bye, Johnny. Bye-bye. How do I do this? Bye. This one.